What's up, everybody? We are at Liberty High School today, and I'm just here to see what this course is all about. Let's hop right in. All right, so I actually came here last Sunday to do this exact video, but when I got here, the wind was like horrendous, okay? I mean, we're talking gusts of 40, 50 miles an hour. I tested a couple throws on hole one, listened back to the audio, and it just wasn't good for anybody. Nobody needed to hear that. So I just turned the camera off and played a casual round out here with no camera on, and found out how to play in hurricane force winds, so that was fun. But we're back out here today. The wind is much calmer. It's actually a beautiful day. The hoodie might not even last the whole round. It's just under 5,000 feet. All par threes except for one hole, I believe. You'll see that on the back nine. But I'm here on hole one, par three, 245 feet. You have to go over these small little trees in front of you, but you have to hyzer quite a bit to the left. I think I'm gonna grab my new buzz saw, put it on a hyzer, and just let it ride. Might be too high. No, that's good. No, it's great, actually. What am I saying? Let's get the truss out. This will be a little more stable. I'm gonna put it just a little bit lower as well. Yeah, that might have pushed too far straight. Yeah, it did. Okay, the buzz saw should be good though. Absolutely parked. You didn't see that. What? I mean, maybe a little high, but what was that? All right, I don't know what that was about, but we got to move on from that. This is hole two, 240 feet. You can see the basket with the red rim just between the trees here. It's either a backhand turnover with a putter or probably a forehand with the pig. I'm gonna try both, but we'll go with the pig first. All right, same distance we just missed from, otherwise known as parked. Oh yeah, that's great. That might go in, honestly. Sheesh. Oh boy. All right, you got this, Taylor. You got this. Okay. Much better. All right, beautiful shot here on hole three. 280 feet, very downhill, but also a tight gap all the way down. This is definitely a putter throw or a grenade if you got it. I don't, but I'm gonna grab my putter, throw it straight, and get as far down there as I can. Little low, get some skips. Whoa. I do not know how it got that skip, but that went very far right. Maybe edge of circle if it didn't hit anything. Wow. All right, we funneled down here to about a 20 footer. Let's cache this real quick. Yep, oh. Ha, man, I'm one really weird spit out from being 3 down through 3 right now. That is giving me mixed emotions. All right, down here at the bottom of the hill, hole 4, beautiful creek behind you. Hopefully you can hear it a little bit in the microphone because it is very soothing. It's really calming me down, right? Nature. All right, hole 4, 180 feet. We're going back uphill now. Got a tight gap off the tee here. If you hit that with something on a hyzer, you should nestle right to the basket. I'm gonna grab this hex and just throw it up. Throw up, no. Whoa! Okay. Might need to come back down the hill and have some creek time when I'm done with this hole, actually. Oh, All right, whatever jail is in disc golf, this is just a baby step above that. Ha. Still got probably just over 100 feet to go. I think this is more of a turnover forehand throw, actually. Oh no. Well, that might be a putt. All right, looks like I'm just outside the circle with a tree right between me and the basket. I'm gonna go to the right side first. Hopefully we make this one. Fade. Oh. Should I have done that? Probably. Oh well. Just a couple minutes ago, I was a spit out away from being 3 down through 3, and now I'm 1 down through 4. Life comes at you fast, does it not? Wow. All righty. Hole 5, 195 feet, slightly uphill. You got to get through this gap straight in front of you, and the basket is kind of to the left, but not really. So you need something that's more neutral in its flight than stable. So I'm gonna grab this hex. It's pretty beat in, so it should, if I throw it right, it should get to flat. Yep, that was low, but it got a great skip. It should be a putt. Congratulations, Liberty. You've made me afraid to take a 10-foot putt. Great. Okay. Back on track. Okay, our first tricky little booger of the day. Hole 6, 240 feet. You can see the basket through the trees right in front of me, but the way the fairway is shaped, it's more of a backhand flex line. So I'm gonna grab a mid-range that's pretty stable and just put it on Anheuser out of the hand. We'll try the Trust first and the Buzzsaw second. Come on back. I didn't push that too far, did I? Ooh, weird kick off a tree. Get through it. All right, we actually went a good bit past the basket. I am on the back edge of the circle here, probably 25 to 30 feet, but we're looking right at it. Just early. Kind of slipped out, to be honest. Man, out of my hand, I thought I parked it with this thing, man. But it hit the tree right at the roots to the side, and the rest is history. Okay, hole 7 is our second tricky little booger in a row. 240 feet. The basket is right behind the fallen down tree that you see in the fairway. You can either go with a flex forehand to the right of this first tree, or you can go with a turnover backhand to the left side. I feel pretty confident in my turnover backhand right now. Let's go with the river. Okay, there's something up with me today. This is a very weird round of disc golf so far. Weird spit outs, weird skips off the ground, and I'm pretty sure that last week when I was playing in 50-mile-per-hour gusts, pretty sure I was still 3 or 4 under through 9. And I got to get up and down here if I want to still be 2 under through 7. And this ain't a guarantee. Yep. All right. We'll take a par. But I got to start getting a little more consistent with hitting these fairways. Booger. Hole 8, 235 feet. Basket's right there in front of you. It does require either a straight backhand or I think a flexi forehand would be a good line to get there as well. It's again uphill, so you got to put a little bit of power behind it if you want to throw really slow like I do. You know what? I'm feeling huge today. Let's just do the AVR. Get around that. Yep. Let's try that forehand line. Slipped. I mean, it's still gonna work. It's like 15 feet to the left. All right, about a 20-footer here. Got a little bit of awkward footing. Tree right in front of me, but this should still be a birdie. And it is. First one went in. Ain't nothing tricky about this little booger. How many times am I gonna say that in one video? Taylor, come on. Hole 9, 210 feet, and it is right there in front of you. It is uphill, but I'm still gonna go with all my putters at it. You really could, except for like 2 holes out here, you really could just come out here with putters in mid-ranges and be just fine. Yep. That is just short, but it's up there. Come on. Oh. Let's finish this front 9 the right way. Yep. What was that, 4 down? Pretty sure that's what I was last week. And we're heading out into the open now, so I should get more birdies on this back 9 than I did last time. Although the wind is picking up just a little bit. We're at hole 10, 370 feet, second longest hole on the course. You got a rail up here for the side of the road. I believe the road is out of bounds, and you got a tree line on your right. I'm gonna throw the Grace, flip it up to flat, ride the tree line, and just get it as close as I can. Don't go too far over. No. Oh man, that Grace is too broken in now. It's turning over. Did I do the same thing? Basically. Goodness. Am I just too huge today? If I turn this one over, I am certifiably huge. Skip. Oh yeah. That's a circle too. Should have done that first. Let's turn this over. Maybe give it a baby blind bid. Maybe? Oh. Oh man, that would have been epic. Hole 11, par 3, 225 feet. We start in the woods, but we're just going straight out of this gap. The basket is off to the right, and I think it's basically a forehand skip shot if you want to park it or give it a little run. All right, that's good. That should be a look. All right, in the circle, about a 20-footer here. Oh, what was that? There's Taylor. Found him. That is extremely disappointing. All right, for the next 4 holes, really, there are no excuses. You got to get birdies. All right, we're at hole 12, 285. Only 2 trees on the fairway, and the basket is basically pin high with the second one. You can go forehand around to the left, backhand to the right. That's what I'm gonna do. Hex has been flying good for me for all of eternity. So let's get this with a little bit of height, maybe a little baby run. That's not a run, but it's parked. Sweet. Filthy. All right, let's do a little better than the last hole and actually hit some part of the basket from a 20-foot putt. There it is. I was actually putting great in that video at Pipeline, which was just a week ago, and now I can't hit anything. Okay, back on the birdie train. What was that, 5 down? Hole 13, 275 feet. Only one tree to miss. Unfortunately, if you want to ace this with a backhand, it's kind of impossible with where that tree is. I'm just going to throw a backhand out to the right and let it fade right in there. Let's give this Tesla a try. I haven't really thrown it today. All right, hit the tree and landed just before. Let's get the trust out to the right. Stop. Perfect. Rather disappointing here. I'm on the edge of the circle. Get in. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can mess around and get 3 birdies in a row here. We're at hole 14. This is the only par 4 on the course, 575 feet. Wide open field with the parking lot on your left, which will be out of bounds. So I'm gonna take my destroyer, pump it out to the right. It is a headwind, that's why I'm throwing a more stable driver. I'm gonna get it way out to the right and should be a simple look up to the green. I aimed at that telephone pole way out there on my drive last week and went OB left by about 100 feet. It was insane. Yep. Oh yeah. Forehand pig on your second shot on a par 4. I'd say that is A-okay. Get a skip. Oh yeah. It's a little short, probably about a 20-footer. Here we go for the turkey. Yes, I hit 2 in a row. Took me a year. What a beauty we've got here. Hole 15, 275 feet. Can we get 4 in a row? We'll see. Basket's right there in front of you. You can't go with pure hyzer at it because of the trees on the right, so it's more of a straight baby hyzer throw. So I'm gonna grab a buzz probably and throw it more or less straight at it. Or just forget everything I said and throw a hyzer around those trees and put it 15 feet to the right. All right, buzzsaw. Let's see what you got here. Missed that tree. Oh, buzzsaw. Chill out, bro. You know, I was just thinking, and it made me laugh. I was like, I don't think I've parked a single hole out here. And I was like, oh, wait, no, I parked hole 1 and I missed the putt. But yeah, we got another 20-footer here for 4 in a row. Oh. All right, only 3 holes to go. And I believe all 3 of them are tricky little boogers. Hole 16, 235 feet, probably my favorite hole on the course. It's a straight shot, tunnel, downhill with a hanging tree of just a few feet in front of the basket. I'm gonna throw basically all my putters at this, see if we can get an ace run. That's not an ace run. Well, this is a tricky little booger, and I'm a lucky little booger. Come on. Come on. Ah. All right, right at the same range. That's 20 feet. Taylor. Ah. All right, hole 17. Probably the trickiest little booger on the course. We've got a very tight gap right off the tee, and the fairway goes pretty sharply to the right up there. So you have to throw a forehand on a lot of hyzer through a very tight gap. It's doable, but it is very tricky. I'm get my grace out, put some height on this forehand, see how close we can get. That is no height at all, but I think I'm about 20 feet away. All right, finally, a 15-footer. Still not parked by any means for my standards, but I feel like I've had a putt on nearly every hole, except for hole 4, which I was in jail. I've probably had a circle 1 or 2 putt on 14 of the 17 holes. If only I could putt, we'd be crushing this course. We are finally at the last little booger for today. Hole 18, 230 feet uphill the whole way. It turns to the right at the end. Honestly, you get the turnover backhand right, should be there. I think I can get there with the detour. I think. Didn't turn it enough, but we've got another 20 footer, maybe 25. Well, it's only fitting that I got a tricky little booger putt at the end. Wonder how many times I've said booger in this video. Just left. Okay, that'll wrap it up here at Liberty High School. Last week when I left the course, I want to say I was 5 down maybe, and I said to myself, if the wind is down, I could easily shoot 10 under at that course. Well, I came back today to find out if I could do it, and little to no wind, and I shot, what, 8 down maybe? I know I fell short of 10 down. Lots of tricky holes out here. Just because the layout is 4,700 feet, give or take, it plays pretty tough on a lot of holes. There's some really technical lines to hit. I think it's a great course, a fun time. It'll make you better at your game. Won't make you better at putting though. Maybe I need to start doing a putting series soon, but that is enough boogers for one day. So what is wrong with me? We have 5 Minute Church coming up on Sunday. We'll have another disc golf fun video out for you next week. Until then, I love you. God loves you way more. Go out and just crush it today. All right? Can you promise me that you will just crush the living daylights out of today? Come on.